Today, we're sharing the story of one of history's most controversial figures, Adolf Hitler. His life was filled with dreams, struggles, and ambition. This story isn't just about him, but about the lessons we can learn from history. Let's begin. Adolf Hitler was born on April the 20th, 1889, in a small Austrian town called Braunau am Inn. His parents, Alois and Clara, named him Adolf. As a child, Adolf was like many other boys. He loved playing outdoors and drawing pictures. But his family life was tough. His father, Alois, was strict and wanted Adolf to work hard in school, to become a government worker, just like him. However, Adolf had a different dream. He wanted to be an artist. His mother, Clara, supported his dream, but his father did not. This caused many arguments. When Adolf was 13, his father died suddenly. Some thought this would give Adolf more freedom, but it left him feeling empty and sad. He started skipping school and became less interested in studying. Teachers would say, Adolf is smart but lazy. All he wanted to do was draw. After finishing school, Adolf moved to Vienna, Austria's capital city. He dreamed of becoming a famous artist. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, but was rejected. The school said his work wasn't good enough. This crushed his spirit. He tried again the following year, but he was rejected once more. Heartbroken and without a plan, Adolf struggled to survive. He lived in small, dirty rooms and sometimes slept on the streets. To earn money, he painted postcards and sold them to tourists. Why is life so unfair? He often asked himself. During this time, his mother also passed away. Her death left him feeling even more alone and angry. He began blaming others for his failures. This anger stayed with him for many years. In 1914, World War I began. Adolf saw this as a chance to find purpose. He joined the German army and became a soldier. He liked being part of something important and worked hard. He carried messages across dangerous battlefields and even won medals for bravery. But in 1918, Germany lost the war. Adolf was furious and felt that Germany had been betrayed by its leaders. He believed the country needed someone strong to bring it back to power. After the war, Germany was in chaos. Many people were poor and hungry. Food was expensive and jobs were hard to find. Adolf saw this struggle and decided to enter politics. He joined a small group called the German Workers' Party. He soon became its leader and changed its name to the Nazi Party. Adolf was a powerful speaker. His speeches were filled with anger and promises of a better future. Germany will rise again, he shouted, and people believed him. Adolf created a new symbol for the Nazi Party, a red flag with a black swastika. He held large meetings and gave emotional speeches. More and more people began following him. However, his ideas were dangerous. He blamed certain groups of people for Germany's problems and spread hate through his words. In 1923, Adolf and his followers tried to take over the government by force in an event called the Beer Hall Putsch. It failed, and he was sent to jail for 9 months. While in prison, Adolf wrote a book called Mein Kampf, My Struggle, where he shared his ideas. He wrote about making Germany powerful again and blamed specific groups for the country's troubles. The book became popular, and many Germans started to believe in his vision. When Adolf was released from jail, he worked harder to grow the Nazi Party. By 1933, he became the Chancellor of Germany, the country's top leader. He promised jobs, a strong military, and a bright future. At first, many people were happy. Adolf built roads, factories, and schools. Unemployment went down, and Germany seemed to be recovering. Hitler is a hero, people said. But behind the success, Adolf had dangerous plans. He controlled the media, schools, and even radios. People were told to believe only in him. Those who disagreed were punished or sent to prison. Adolf created a strong army called the SS and started training young boys in the Hitler Youth. They were taught to spread Nazi ideas. His speeches grew more extreme. "Germany is the greatest. We will rule the world," he declared, and crowds cheered. In 1939, Adolf made a bold decision. He ordered Germany's army to invade Poland. This marked the start of World War II. Adolf dreamed of taking over Europe and making Germany the most powerful country in the world. At first, his army won many battles, but over time, things started to go wrong. Adolf had made too many enemies. The United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union joined forces to fight against Germany. While the war was happening, Adolf carried out one of the darkest acts in history, the Holocaust. He targeted Jewish people and others he believed didn't belong in his vision of Germany. Millions of innocent people were killed in concentration camps. This remains one of the most tragic events in human history. By 1944, Germany was losing the war. Cities were bombed, and the people who once cheered for Adolf began to lose hope. Why did we follow him? Many asked. Adolf became paranoid and trusted no one. He spent most of his time in a bunker deep underground. In April 1945, Berlin, Germany's capital, was surrounded by enemy forces. Adolf refused to surrender. On April 30th, 1945, realizing the war was lost, he and his longtime partner, Eva Braun, ended their lives in the bunker. Soon after, Germany surrendered, and World War II in Europe came to an end. Adolf Hitler's dream of making Germany powerful brought destruction instead. Millions of lives were lost, and the country was left in ruins. After the war, the world came together to rebuild and ensure such events would never happen again. Today, Adolf Hitler's name is a reminder of the dangers of hate, unchecked ambition, and the misuse of power. His story teaches us that every decision we make shapes the future. By choosing kindness, unity, and understanding, we can create a world filled with hope and peace. Let's learn from history to build a better tomorrow. Thank you for listening to this story on English Avenue. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that help you learn English and explore history. See you next time. See you.